What's up guys, Mother Reaver here with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today we are back fighting the Demon Lord clan boss. We are trying to increase our world record score. Recently there's been a couple of extra or additions into the game that are going to boost some damage that we can do. So we're going to try those out, see if we can't increase our score. What am I talking about? So if you have not seen my last video, it was a couple of months ago at this point, right after the Corpulent nerf, we built a new version of the WMecho Infinity team with using Jintoro as our DPS, and we were able to put up over 1 billion damage. Obviously pales in comparison to what Corpulent can do. However, Corpulent is out of commission now. He is back in the vault. So we are doing what we can with what we got left. So a couple of new additions into the game, which we'll go over. But let's go over the champions if you haven't seen them yet. I did re-gear them a bit, so their stats are probably a little bit different. I don't remember what exactly I had before, but we did re-gear them. So of course we've got our WMechos here. We're running Jintoro, Lanicus, and then Underpriest Brogni, who is going to be the one that extends the shields. So we'll start off with our faster Yumeco here. You can see she's 5-star awakened. She is going to be our Brimstone champion here. She is running at 296 speed. We're getting increased crit rate buff from Lanicus, so she is at 70% crit damage, or crit rate. 267, actually, we do have a little bit of stat bonus from our live arena area bonuses. She's got 285 crit damage, 4.3k accurate attack. Man, I can't even speak. We got a little bit of ignore defense built in there. A little bit of accuracy as well, although the Hex isn't actually doing anything since it's all single target. You can see she is in Savage, mainly built just for damage. One piece of revenge on her. I can't speak right now. As far as masteries go, we've got her down to War Master, mainly just trying to squeeze whatever kind of damage we can get out of her. She's only going to go every other turn. She's going to refresh everybody and then do her A2 on the off turn. And that's basically the job of the two Yumechos, is they just go back and forth. So the other one is a little bit slower. You can see she is at 185 speed. She got 4.2, almost 4.3k attack. 255 crit damage. Again, we only need 70% crit rate on her. She is also in lethal with Cruel, with a revenge accessory. No real accuracy on her. She's got Cruel as far as her blessing. That does absolutely nothing because we already have a 6-star Cruel on here. It's mainly because I didn't want to spend an extra 300 gems in order to change that to something that might boost it by a little bit. Mainly it's going to be Phantom Touch for anything. Mastery is the same as the last one. We've got her down to War Master as well. Then on to, or I guess at this point we should probably address her once we get to, you know what, let's do Jintoro. So Jintoro is our main DPS champion. With the Yumechos refreshing everybody, he's going to do the same skill over and over again, and that is going to be his A3, which is our decreased defense and weaken. Also, every 4th time that he uses the skill, he hits the 5 times, and as you'll see throughout the fight, he hits for over 3 million damage whenever he does this skill with the 5-hitter. It's pretty ridiculous. So for him, we've got him in Savage and Retaliation, along with a couple of pieces of Revenge, so that he can attack as many times as possible is what we're going for here. As far as stats go, nearly 8k attack, 167 speed. He is positive affinity. We're going against Spirit Clan Boss, so with the 15% affinity bonus, as well as the increased crit rate buff from Lanicus, we only actually need 55% on him. We've got 59, 382% crit damage. We do have enough accuracy so we can land that decreased defense and weaken. As far as masteries go, we are down to War Master for him. And then, you know, whatever counterattacks we can get on him. Mainly get him to attack the boss as often as possible, and that is his one and only job. Next up is Brogni. Brogni, of course, is the engine on this comp. He is only going to ever do his A2, so he is just constantly buffing the shields. The fact that he does so much damage and that he only does the A2s means we do not need the ally protection. We don't need guardian sets or anything like that on any of the other champs in order to let everybody survive. We're not trying to keep the biggest shield on our DPS, which used to be corpulent. So we're not trying to do any of that. We don't need a second shield. We don't need guardians. We don't need bulwark mastery or any of that. He by himself, with as hard as he hits, is going to keep everybody alive with no problems. And the harder he hits, he actually does pretty solid damage. So of course mine is +4 and 6-star awakened with crushing rend. So he hits pretty hard. As far as stats go, he's 190 speed, 5.8k attack. Considering he's got a 782 base attack, that's pretty high. Again, he only needs a 55% crit rate as well. 466% crit damage. Pretty solid. He is in crit damage and lethal, as well as 1 revenge accessory. For masteries, we have him down to Giant Slayer. This is to get the Giant Slayer procs whenever the clan boss hits us with the AoEs. Has a chance to proc across the board for every champion that he hits. So it's a little bit of extra ancillary damage. We've got our increased attack, extra 75 attack versus the 5% crit rate that we don't really need. And then down to extra chance to land his HP burn just for some extra damage, things like that. So as far as the first stat bloat piece that we've added to the tune here, that is our ability to re-roll our ascensions. And you can see we've got crit damage on our gauntlets, we've got attack on our chests, we've got attack. This should actually be attack percentage optimally. I think I wasted several chances on him. I've already done it 7 times to try to get attack percentage on this. With Brogni is actually not so much, so we get 80 from there, but 20% attack is only like 160 or so. So it's really only an extra 80 attack if we were to get the attack percentage on here, the 20% attack. Obviously better, but not. It's not a huge difference. But we also have the rerolls on our accessories here. So with the added intro of the dust to the game, we were able to get better rerolls on our pieces in order to optimize the damage that we're going to get out of them. So between him and Gintoro, you can see we've got crit damage, attack, crit damage on the amulets. We are maximizing the damage stats that we're going to get out of these thanks to that dust. The second piece that is actually going to boost our damage, which if you're familiar with the new Hydra meta with the Tronda W Mecho teams, it is the 9-piece protection set that is actually going to boost our damage here. I do have a set for Dark Elves, and so we've got it on Atlanticus here. And the reason why it does so much extra damage is once we get our 9-piece set here, you can see that allies they deal 5% more damage for each buff placed by the champion with the 9-piece protection set. So Atlanticus on her first turn is going to place both increased crit rate and increased attack on all of our champions. So straight up right there is an extra 10% damage boost to everybody. That's Brogni, that is Gintoro. I mean, that's both the Yumekos and stuff. They're not actually going to do a ton of damage. They do 100 million a piece, which is pretty nice. But it's 10% more damage to everybody, and that is huge across the entire battle. So as far as her stats go, we've got 5k attack, 234 speed. She's also magic affinity, so we only need the 55% for her. 244 crit damage. For masteries, we've got her down to War Master as well, pretty standard. We're just trying to squeeze whatever damage we can get out of everybody else. So everybody's built for damage, then at the speeds that we need them. In this case, like I said, we've got the rerolls on the Ascension for the gear, and then we've got our 9-piece Landicus build for the extra damage. So we've already beaten 1 billion damage against the clan boss without any of this stuff. So what we're hoping for now is a complete 1 key, which is over 1172, 1,172,000,000 damage against the clan boss. I got the run recorded. We'll go take a look at that. You don't need me to talk anymore, so enjoy the run. Look at the final number. It's pretty great. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you later.
Take a trip to the wild side. Wanna learn how to be brave, take what's mine. Wanna